Hi, this is Jane Gates, horticulturist and landscape designer and plant fanatic, basically. And I'm here to tell you a little bit about how to design and how to landscape with agaves. An agave is a tough little plant that can grow, well, there are smaller ones and there are bigger ones and there are really, really big ones. And these are plants that are technically succulents. That is, they store a lot of water in their foliage, and that makes them perfect for dry, drought-tolerant landscapes, for hot sun, for difficult spots. They don't like real rich soil. They like it nice and well-draining, fast-draining. They don't like it wet. And they'll take, a lot of stone in it, clay, just whatever, so long as it drains well. But they don't need a lot of compost, and they certainly don't need to be fed. Desert-type landscapes, they're perfect in, chaparral landscapes. You want to use them as a focal point. They are rosette forming, meaning they create sort of like a rose with their leaves. And that plant shape makes them a really nice focal point for the garden. The most commonly used is the Agave Americana. Those can grow huge and they'll form big clumps, and when they bloom they almost look like trees. They can stretch up 40 feet tall and it looks like a whole tree, but it's actually yellow-green blooms for that plant. There are even little small ones like, the Victoria Reginae. That's a really small, neat, handsome little plant that can be planted as a smaller treatment up toward the edges of your garden. Another interesting plant is the Agave Vilmoreana, and that has a really sculptural growth to it. It grows out big, smooth arms that really make it look like its common name, the octopus agave. One thing you do want to watch out for is if you do have gophers, they will chew out the bottoms, even of a great big agave. They'll just chomp them right off, and you may come out one day and find it all just tumbled down. And you can see in these leaves the damage they've done on this particular one. But lots of agaves you can use in your garden. Perfect plants for drought tolerant, wonderful for hillsides and places where the drainage is great, terrific in hot sun, dry air, and once they're established, if you keep the gophers away from them, they're tough, really tough, and handsome looking plants too. I'm Jane Gates, and now you're an expert on growing your own agave.